Yes, sir, it is
Yes,
visible.
sir, it's visible.
Okay. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Okay. So artificially we are creating some intelligence in the like robots, you can say, or we call it in a proper term, that is agent. Okay. A smart agent, it can be a robot, it can be a smart bot, which you can anyone can unmute and please say something. What are these? Like
So think, learn, and solve problems.
partial in automation, we don't need as such of a intelligence part. Okay, means automation means there is certain work that you are doing repeatedly. Just in this picture, okay, this is called computer vision. Means when computer sees through a sensor called camera, okay, then it analyzes the data that is visible through the camera, and it is trying to detect what it is watching. Mathematical themes, or we can say sectors of mathematics, domain of mathematics, statistics, like this, the data handling. So it has lots of data we will just put into the for the training for the machine, and that will just analyze the data. Based on that analysis, it will give us some feedback. Path away, how we can create an AI solution for any kind of problem. First is the problem scoping, means you need to understand the problem, that why we will try to solve this problem or how this problem occurred suddenly. Then we will data acquisition, means then we have to collect data based on this problem. Okay. Then data exploration. Exploration means you have to explore the data, you have to analyze the data, and you have to see what the data is trying to say. Next is model. That is a very important part, that you have to now create a model, means create a programming based on that problem that will give you a solution as the output. And let me know.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So let's begin with what is AI and how we can see the AI usage in our daily life, right? So I have made the first slide with this, what is called intelligence, because most of you know that AI stands for artificial intelligence. Okay. So artificially we are creating some intelligence in the robots, you can say, or we call it in a proper term, that is agent. Okay. A smart agent, it can be a robot, it can be a smart bot, which can interact with you. Can you find out few words related to human intelligence? So there are some fill in the blanks. Anyone can unmute and please say something. What are these?
So think, learn, and solve problems.
Solve problems. So this is what we can understand after watching few letters, and few letters are absent. So we can understand what are the other letters might be, right? So depending on the thought process, we thought about the other missing letters, and we are making out the full word. Okay, so that we can make it more emotional. Emotional means more with a human touch, so that we are also feel very free to interact with them. Got my point? Okay. So now similarly, this artificial intelligence is a machine's ability to take decisions, solve problems, and learn like human beings. So from this we can come to the machine learning. Okay. Now machine learning, that is a subset of artificial intelligence. Okay. Now ML stands for machine learning, and that is a machine which is learning. Learning means how it's learning. It's exactly learning like a human being. In a nutshell, in automation, we don't need as such of a intelligence part. Okay, means automation means there is certain work that you are doing repeatedly, so you can automate that. So, but in AI, what we can see, we have many use cases of AI in our daily life. Like in number one, we can see a baby is actually playing something. What is that? That is a digital assistant. Alexa, I hope all of you have heard. It's box, which box are trying to identify the object in this picture. Okay, this is called computer vision. Means when computer sees through a sensor called camera, okay, then it analyzes the data that is visible through the camera, and it is trying to detect what it is watching. Suppose it's a car, it will try to show that it's a car. Suppose it's a human being, it will try to show that it's a human being. Okay, now what you can find out in this picture, that most of the human beings are coated in the bright green color. So maybe this model has been trained in such a manner that the humans or like most of the human standing, sitting, or like running pictures are fed to it. Okay, so it now learned how a human look like. Okay, so based on that pattern, wherever it finds out that pattern, it is just showing it's a human thing. Like automatic machines are actually working in the like manufacturing sections. Okay, and you will find out this time, like recently the robotics operations are also going on. That means these robotics are all right now are not only like bounded on the factories only. This is coming in the like your hospitality as well. So in the many different kinds of operations, critical operations, we are taking the help of the robots, which can accurately find out the proper and perfect precision. They can do the job done on their own. So it is an intelligent machine, so it will think about what's going on. If anything wrong, it will stop and redo the thing and will try to do it in an alternative way, right? So in automation, what we'll think, the machine is actually working blindly. Means whatever task you have told, that will be repeatedly done without checking any feedback. But in AI, what we can see that it will learn continuously, and with our feedback, that will give us a proper feedback. Means suppose you see that weather is bad, so it will show you that data that when the rain might come, and at around a specific time it will prefer like you please don't go outside, or if you are going, you take some umbrella or something like that. Okay, so that's the basic differences. Okay, mathematical like themes, or we can say like sectors of mathematics, domain of mathematics, subdomains, which are very important to learn AI. Okay, now I am not going to detail. These are statistics, calculus, linear algebra, and probability. Like these are the most important 4 subdomains of mathematics that you have to learn if you actually want to learn how AI works. All of you need to understand one thing very clearly, that we are using AI, but we don't know how AI is actually working and how AI is actually helping us. That we need to know. That is the learning of AI, right? We are all applying or using AI. That we are all doing. Using our phone, we can detect many things. Like if you just keep the phone in front of some text, it will show text. You will find out, right? So it can sense, but that you are not doing, or rather you don't know how it's doing it, right? So that we will able to know. Now this is the math for AI that I have already told. So I've just taken a sample picture. So statistics can help predict the data, like predict some things like weather, performance of the sports team. So basically statistics, like this, the data handling. So it has lots of data we will just put into for the training for the machine, and that will just analyze the data. Based on that analysis, it will give us some feedback. Like path away, how we can create an AI solution for any kind of problem. First is the problem scoping. Means you need to understand the problem, that why we will try to like solve this problem, or how this problem occurs suddenly. Then we will data acquisition. Means then we have to collect data based on this problem. Okay. Then data exploration. Exploration means you have to explore the data, you have to analyze the data, and you have to see what the data is trying to say. Next is model. That is a very important part, that you have to now create a model, means create a programming based on that problem that will give you a solution as the output. Next is evaluation. Next, evaluation means you have to put some extra data, and that will be your testing data. Means you will now give some data to the model, and you have to check that whether the model can predict and give you the proper solution. Means suppose you have created a model based on addition. So I'm just giving a very easy example. Okay. So suppose addition, like you have just told how to add. So now you are giving 2 and 2. It should give you an output 4. So if you are giving an output 5, that means there is something wrong, right? You need to check your program, and you need to again work on it. And the last is the deployment. Deployment means the application part. So once the model is ready, you need to now create an application based on that model, where the people, the mankind or the human being can find out some solution. Whenever I'm speaking in English. So the computer is now know this language. How it know the language? We have fed it the whole dictionary to it, like all words we have in the dictionary. All the words if we feed, and if we feed the grammar, that how the sentence to be built up, like subject, verb, object. Okay, now normal sentence, affirmative sentence, and then the question sentence, and the many different kinds of sentence, how to form that sentence, and how the grammar works. So once it learn the pattern, that how to keep word after words, and to frame a proper sentence, so it can sense what we are trying to say. Of PCs in the earlier days, Alexa, all of you know, Siri is for Apple users, and Google, as we know, hey Google if we say, or okay Google if we say, the Google voice assistant will turn up and we can ask anything like weather forecast or anything for that day. Computer vision is, as I have already told, let us come to some examples that we can make like more easier to understand, right? So this is some example, like the cat is sitting. So now you see that when we like fit the model with the proper data, then it can like exactly recognize which one is cat, which one is dog, which one is dog. Now this is called that classification of data. See, like a cat, a dog, having many like similarities, right? Like 2 eyes, 4 legs, 1 tail. So once you like train the model with the proper pictures of many cats, like millions of cat pictures we are feeding to the model, and the model now know how a cat looks like. So when you now give an taste data like another picture which is unknown to the model, and it can detect, oh yeah, it's a cat. Now the same way we can feed that for a dog. So there are some like changes in the part of the nose. Okay, the sizes are quite bigger for a dog. Okay, right? So these are something which are differences between these two pictures. So once it understands the difference, it can sense that okay, this is dog and that is cat. So it can classify the object. Okay, and not only for cats and dogs, but for other animals. Okay. Now, this picture will explain you what is computer vision in a very beginner. See only the picture. Like once you see the elephant, means there is an eye. What your brain treats, it's an elephant. And when the computer sends the elephant to the webcam or any camera, then the interpreting device, that means your laptop or your PC, you need a computer, you need a machine to compute that data, right? Because computer doesn't know which one is elephant, which one is a tiger. It only knows only when you say, means you label the data. We call this labeling. Now, this is a Venn diagram. Most of you know what is a Venn diagram in 8th chapter usually do. So artificial intelligence is the whole thing, okay? Then underneath we have computer vision, then machine learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning, okay? That is more deeper dive into the artificial intelligence, okay? Now this is a simple or sample differences between the computer vision and the image processing. So basically we process the image to make the computer understand what is in the image, but there are some certain differences between the computer vision and the image processing, okay? When we are talking about computer vision, it deals with the extracting information from the input image, as I have already told, to the webcam. But in the image processing, we mainly focus on the processing the raw